Hi, I'm Jorik Sikkes, and in this video I want to talk about how to stay sustainable, how to stay consistent. You see, if you want to be a sustainable entrepreneur, which in my definition is an entrepreneur that can grow fast but also sustainable in a way that it's not only good for himself or herself, it's also good for the world and also good for other people. So not only is the business growing, it also makes the world a better place. Now, the only way you can do that, you can really build a sustainable business like that, is through the use of consistency. Now, I've had a lot of struggle with this. A lot of struggle. Consistency, and I still do, to be honest. See, I think in my 20s, I'm nearly 30 now. In my 20s, this is the thing that has helped me back the most. And I see it in a lot of beginning entrepreneurs. They take on all the work, they take on all the responsibility, they charge way too low, they do way too many stuff. And the focus is lacking. And therefore consistency is lacking. Now, I took on the challenge this year, and I'm planning to do it for the coming 10 years, to build out a YouTube channel. It's called Jorik Sikkes Sustainability Secrets, the YouTube channel. And in the channel I talk about sustainable secrets, so you're here in the channel, so hello. And I thought about today, like, okay, what is the number one way I got out of consistency in the past? And I came up with the answer that I didn't enjoy it. Every single time I can trace it back to I started something, being motivated, looking at the goal and saying, I want that, I'm going to get that, it's so cool and this is what I have to do, I'm motivated to do that, and I went and gone after it. Now, for the first month or 2 or 3, that works fine and you have the willpower, and at some point will you be like, same old again? Do I really want to do this? And that is the moment when you're vulnerable. You're no longer enjoying it. And if you have willpower, and I think of myself as having quite a lot of willpower, you keep going and you're like, no, I have to do this. I will achieve it. And I think about the goal and yes, I gotta do this. But if that takes too long, the willpower will start to dwindle and dwindle. And what will happen next is you will get seduced. An ad might pop up, or a message somewhere, or some conversation that you happen to be picking up, where someone talks about an interesting opportunity. Shiny objects. Oh, this is so relatable for me. Do you have a similar experience? I believe all entrepreneurs will go at least through this phase, because it's the curse of the entrepreneur where, well, it's what got us to be an entrepreneur, chasing after shiny objects. We've probably been seduced in some way, some way or another, that we won't have ever to work again when you're an entrepreneur, but the reality is that you will work a lot harder and more. But yeah, I think enjoyment is the key to consistency, and also for being and staying a sustainable entrepreneur. An entrepreneur that will be here, and that will be here in the next 40 years. So if you want to become sustainability, pay attention for a few seconds. Because here are the things that you should not do. I like to start with the not doing first, because as humans, we tend to be better on knowing what not to do rather than what to do. So, got a little note here. The first one to do if you don't want to stay consistent and you don't want to be a sustainable entrepreneur. Number one thing to do is take things very, very seriously. Very seriously. It's the end of the world if things don't succeed. It's the end of the world if you don't achieve your goal. Take it very seriously and you'll be sure to drop out of consistency. The second thing is focusing on your goal constantly. Focusing on what you want to achieve. Now this sounds counterintuitive because a lot of people are saying that you need to have goals, and don't get me wrong, I do believe you need them. But I think there's something more important to focus on rather than the what, and that is the why. Why do you want to achieve said goal? And when you answer that question, the answer is usually related to who you want to become, or what it will make you feel, or what you'll feel while you're going towards that goal. So don't do that. Don't focus on the why. Focus on the what. And what will happen is, at some point, you won't even care about the goal. It seems too far-fetched. It seems too much, and honestly, you'll feel like, why? What's even the point? And maybe then you'll answer the question why, but it will be too late because you're answering it in a state of maybe boredom, maybe frustration. So you won't get very good answers in that state. Right? Am I making sense? Does this make sense to you? Good. Last but not least, number 3 is don't make it fun. Yeah, don't invent things, don't think about how to make the process fun. Make it as boring and still and lonely as you possibly can, and you will not stay consistent. Now that sounds so obvious, right? It does, and it is. So that's why all you have to do is flip these on its head, and that's how you will be and stay consistent. And I don't say that because I have mastered that fully. No, I say that because I need to follow that advice every day, because consistency is something that is on every day. So if for in the YouTube channel example, if I miss a day, I'm not consistent. If I do it in a day, I am consistent. So I can achieve success every day like that. Yeah. So to flip them on its head is 1. Do not take things very seriously. And I think to do that very well is just to think the bigger pictures. I think how small we actually are, for example, and how irrelevant our actions in the long run basically are. Second thing is focus on the why rather than the goal, like I said. And the third one is find ways to slap on the fun. So for the YouTube channel, I really like editing and just screwing around with all kinds of effects, and this way of doing the YouTube video with inversion thinking, where I basically answer what not to do, for me that's a lot more fun than telling you what to do. What? Camera, stay here. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Jurek Sikkes. I help entrepreneurs who are fighting for sustainability with growth, growing like bamboo. And I do this by connecting them to the right tools, strategies, people, but most importantly, the right habits and the right mindset. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.